Gentlelady from New Hampshire, Ms. Goodlander.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today. Mr. Duffy, I really appreciate your testimony about the importance of competition in the defense industrial base, and I'm grateful to the chairman and the ranking member for their leadership on acquisition reform, which is such a crucial part of promoting competition, which is going to go to the heart of cutting down on waste, fraud, and abuse, and it's going to strengthen our military readiness across the board. I wanted to ask you, just thank you for your written testimony on the major defense acquisition program reviews that are underway. From your testimony, I take it that these reviews are still ongoing. Is that the case?
That is correct, yes.
And I did notice that it's a 90-day review, so I'm just curious if you have a sense of, from the April 9th executive order, when you expect your review to be complete?
So we do have an initial review that we're working through that will support deliverable to the White House. I know we're a little late on that, but we're working towards that initial review, which was a combination of conversations with the programs and an analysis of the data that's available. But I think we're viewing the MDAP review process as continuous, right? It's a constant opportunity for us to evaluate the performance of those programs and engage with those program leaders to ensure that we're providing the top cover and support they need to execute.
I couldn't agree more. It should be an ongoing review. How many programs are you looking at overall? Is it 72?
That's correct, 72 MDAPs.
And can you tell us now, of these programs that you've reviewed, are there any programs that are on schedule?
I'm sorry, I don't have the aggregate data. I'd be happy to provide that to you. I do believe we do have some successful programs that we're championing, like the B-21 is one that I believe we have, Mr. Bailey may correct me, but I believe we view that as a model program that performs on cost and schedule. That's
great. Well, be eager to hear what you're learning throughout this review and ways we can work together to raise up the gold standards, and to identify and raise up the gold standards. You know, I wanted to ask, there have been some questions about the right to repair. This is something I'm very passionate about. I'm grateful that this has been a truly bipartisan issue. When I think about it, it really goes to the core of readiness. It goes to the core of cutting down on waste, fraud, and abuse. I want to ask you, as we look at, there are, of course, some technical issues to work out, some big questions about how we balance priorities and imperatives, but as we look towards implementation, I'm curious if there are particular systems that come to mind for you that you would say we should be focused on and prioritizing as we work to maximize readiness and reduce the risks to our service members.
I'm not sure that I've got a specific system, but I can talk you through kind of the thinking, right? I mean, the one, of course, priority is the criticality of systems to the warfight, right? All our systems are important, but which ones are critical and how does that measure against the current operational readiness? And then how does that measure against our dependency on ensuring that they're sustained? So I think that would be part of, as we're working through those MDAP reviews, not just thinking about where are we in terms of developing and procuring those systems, but how are we thinking about what it would be required for us to maintain a whole of life cycle plan to address sustainment and I mean, traditionally two-thirds the cost of a weapon system is in the sustainment of it. And so ensuring that we're thinking ahead when we're acquiring a system to manage the cost and the ability for us to sustain that system throughout its life cycle needs to be paramount.
Well, I thank you for that and look forward to continuing the conversation. You know, my home district, New Hampshire, is home to a number of small businesses that are really crucial to our nation's submarine and shipbuilding programs. These companies are really at the core of supporting DoD and the Navy in meeting their 2+1 Virginia-class and Columbia-class submarine manufacturing goal. In the past few months, I know the department has awarded a number of contracts to prime shipyards to cover large inflationary cost increases over the past 5 years. small businesses in my district have said that they're facing the exact same challenges. So I wanted to ask you, Mr. Duffy and Mr. Potter, too, and I'll ask you this on the questions for the record, too, but I'm curious to know more about the department's approach to assisting small businesses, second and third tier suppliers like the ones in my district who are also experiencing these challenges.
And those answers have to be for the record.